I'm interested to talk more about your past relationships.
I think I didn't.
Harold Baxter had never been outside the United States. A 37-year-old software engineer from Milwaukee, he was the kind of man who wore socks with sandals not out of irony, but out of pure function. His best friend was his cat, Mr. Pickles. He spent most of his time coding, playing Civilization VI, and watching travel vlogs he never thought he'd be in. But one rainy Sunday afternoon, after watching an entire season of Match Me Abroad on TLC while elbow-deep in kettle corn, Harold had a revelation. If Ed from Boise can find love in Bogota, then maybe I can too. By Monday morning, he'd applied to be on the show. 2 months later, he was packing his bags for Singapore with a camera crew, a very awkward passport photo, and the hope of changing his life. Singapore welcomed Harold with sweltering heat and the scent of roasted chestnuts. He stepped off the plane in a wrinkled short-sleeved dress shirt, his glasses fogging up instantly. The TLC crew followed closely, catching every bumbling step. "Welcome to Singapore," said Mei Lin, his matchmaker. A poised, confident woman in her early 40s, she was half matchmaker, half life coach, and all business. She wore an elegant red cheongsam and carried an iPad full of profiles. "You must be Harold." "I must be," Harold said, shaking her hand nervously. Mei Lin didn't flinch. "We have much to do. You're not here to sightsee. You're here to fall in love. I was kinda hoping I could at least see that hotel with a boat on top." Mei Lin raised an eyebrow. "Love first. Marina Bay Sands later." Back at her sleek office in Tanjong Pagar, Mei Lin presented Harold with a curated list of potential matches. "I've narrowed it down to 3 women based on your profile, values, and let's be honest, your social skills." "Ouch. I mean this with love," she said, offering him a jasmine tea. "You told me you've never been on a proper date." Harold nodded. "Unless you count prom. Which, you shouldn't." One profile caught his attention. Serena Tan, 34, a food writer who loved durian, jazz, and baking. She had a disarming smile and claimed to have a soft spot for awkward men who overthink things. "That's me. I'm Harold. I overthink for a living." Mei Lin smiled. "Then it's a match. Your first date is tomorrow. Dress appropriately." Harold arrived early. Really early. 45 minutes before their scheduled meeting time, to be exact. He wore a crisp button-down, khakis, and shoes that Mei Lin had picked out herself. He paced by the chicken rice stall, rehearsing his introduction. "Hi, I'm Harold. I've never tried laksa before." "Hi, I'm Harold, and I came here from Wisconsin for love." "Hi, I'm Harold. Are you into cats?" He was on version 17 of his opening line when he heard a voice behind him. "You must be Harold." He turned and saw Serena. She was even more beautiful in person, with a calm, grounded presence and the kind of confidence that comes from knowing who you are. "I must be," Harold said. She laughed. He relaxed. They found a table and she ordered for both of them. Hainanese chicken rice, chili crab, and a spicy bowl of laksa that made Harold sweat within seconds. "So," she asked between bites, "what made you come to Singapore?" "Honestly, a mix of heartbreak, boredom, and binge-watching TLC." She grinned. "That's the most honest thing anyone's ever said to me on a first date." As they talked, Harold found himself opening up in ways he never had before. He told her about Mr. Pickles, his failed attempt at stand-up comedy, and the time he accidentally gave a presentation at work with his fly open. Serena laughed. Not at him, but with him. "Do you always overshare on the first date?" she asked. "Yes. It's my best defense mechanism." "Good. I like knowing people who aren't afraid to be themselves." They finished the night with kaya toast and teh tarik, sitting on a stone bench beneath glowing lanterns strung across the walkway. "I had a really great time," Harold said. "Me too," Serena replied. "So, what are you doing tomorrow?"